Yes lads, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's a double upload today that's never been seen by me in a long time, but I'm going to try to grind over the summer, as you guys know. And today guys, we'll be talking about Gateshead's recruitment and just summer so far in terms of signings, players who have sold, well, releasing everything. The new home shirt came out and our pre-season fixtures, which I'll be going to all of them, getting videos done on them, among loads of other teams. I've got a lot planned. I've got some planned to go out to Hartlepool and everything for pre-season, so look, it's going to be absolutely brilliant for pre-season. So make sure you guys do keep an eye out on the channel for that. Keep you guys, get your notifications turned on, subscribe, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. So we're going to start off here by the signings so far this season. Now, it's been quite a quiet one so far, but then all of a sudden, we just started bringing loads of players in, which a lot of people are like, oh, we've brought absolutely no one in. But these sort of things were happening behind the scenes, and in a lot of the interviews they were saying how they came in a few weeks ago to have a bit of a test, like a bit of a trial type thing. And Rob Elliott was like, yep, you're good enough, you come in. And it's been stuff that's been on in the works behind the scenes. It's not something that's just not been going on at all. We've just done nothing until now. It's been something that's been going on, and I knew that. That's why I wasn't really like, how man, we need to do something because we're in trouble here, because I knew there was stuff going on behind the scenes. But starting off with, let's talk about our new assistant manager to work alongside Rob Elliott and Louis Story. Anthony Sweeney, I'm pretty sure he was the assistant manager at Hartlepool last year. He's come in. He's had experience in the EFL. He took over with Hartlepool as their first team manager for a little bit of a spell in the EFL. So he has EFL experience as a manager, which is what we need. And obviously the location, it's up north, which was obviously going to be something we're going to look into in terms of if we're going to bring someone in, it was going to be someone up north. And yeah, Anthony Sweeney I think is a really good addition. He likes the way we play, and I just think him, Rob and Louis will do an absolutely brilliant job. And obviously with Carl Magnay going out to MK Dons to join Mike Williams and Ian Watson, we had to bring someone in because Louis Story a lot will be playing. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really good partnership between them three, and they're all brilliant professionals, so that's just exactly what we need, some three brilliant professionals at the club in terms of management. But it's brilliant business by the club for the assistant manager. But Anthony Sweeney, the new assistant manager, and yeah, signings, this is the actual signings now. Owen Aseni, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, I'm pretty sure I have. A 2-year deal. He got released by Derby County. He was on loan at Russell Olympic last year, and I think if I'm right, he scored 8 goals in 16 games or something. He only went for the second half of the season. He was in the Premier League 2, the Academy Premier League with Derby before that, up until January, and he moved out on loan to them. He seems a really lovely lad. I think he'll hit the ground running. He's obviously got the links with Dejan Brown. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did. He asked Dej about about the club. So Dejan Brown had a big part of playing this new addition, and they play in the same position, so it's just like getting that Dejan Brown for the next. And hopefully it keeps going. Hopefully we'll keep getting Derby County strikers that can do exactly how Dejan Brown did. But yeah, obviously I'm not expecting them to, I'm not putting all the pressure on them to do like Dejan Brown what he done straight away. It will take time, and I don't think he'll get straight into the starting 11. He's going to have to earn his spot. But yeah, it is brilliant to get sort of players on 2-year deals rather than just the 1 year, whereas the 1-year deals, they could just leave after their 1 year. But we've got people on 2-year deals, especially someone like Owen. We've got him for 2 years. He's a young talent, and over time, I think the long-term project, obviously the club want a long-term project. I think with him, you can definitely tell that we've got 2 years on him, because it's going to take time, and that's what the fans need to realise. He's not gonna hit the ground run straight away. He's not been in the National League before, which is probably why it is a 2 year, so he can have that 2-year contract and build on that. And then once that 2 years runs out, if he's absolutely fantastic, he can move on to the EFL. If we're not already in there, obviously, it just depends what's happening with that. Obviously, I would have talked about what's going on with the stadium, but as of right now, nothing's happening, which is unfortunate. But I'll obviously, if anything happens, we'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, 2-year deal on him. I think that's really brilliant for us. Fenton John now, a 1-year deal with an option to extend. He had a few loan spells with Morpeth Town. This is definitely, you can definitely see that we're going for the long-term project. Fenton John, he won't get the chances, obviously, because he was just with Morpeth. But he got released by Middlesbrough, I think it was. So we've got links with Middlesbrough before with Kimu Konta, which we know worked out. On a 1-year deal. He will not get his opportunities straight away. I think he will be the type of player who will get his chances in the Durham Challenge Cup and the FA Trophy in the first stages of it. And I think we'll probably send him out on loan second half of the season, I'm going to guess. Or we'll put him out on loan like early on in the start of the season, like October time. I think that's something we could definitely see happen. But it just depends how much game time he gets, because I just think it's really good business getting these young players in, because it makes a lot of sense with the location. Obviously Owen, Dejan Browning, so it's not really location wise that time. But Fenton John, he's from around here, Middlesbrough. He had a few loans in Morpeth where he was absolutely outstanding. I think he will be an absolutely brilliant addition for the future. But I think he will have to get a loan spell under his belt, a National League North spell, I'd say. And hopefully he can build on that. Jamie Bramwell on a 1-year deal with an option to extend from Grimsby. He got released by Grimsby. He had links with Louis Story from Newcastle, and I think that obviously that was a big part in why he came. His defender, he had 1 appearance in League 2 and had a few appearances in the Durham Challenge Cup, the Papa John's Trophy, the EFL Trophy, whatever you want to call it. But I think he will be a great addition. Obviously, we're 3 centre-backs, Robbie Tinkler, Kent Richardson and Joe Grayson have all not yet signed a new contract, which means that we definitely need centre-backs, because the only centre-back we have pretty much that is definitely going to be staying is Louis Story. So bringing Jamie in is an absolutely brilliant addition, and it makes a lot of sense with the Louis Story links as well, which I think is what's going to play a big part in all these signings. It will be links with the management team where they used to coach at. It will be that will be a lot where our signings come from. And who earned it? Ben Williams. It's not really a signing, but he's got his first pro contract. He was in the academy, and if I'm right, he won Young Player of the Season for the academy. If I'm correct, when I went to the awards thing after the Bromley game, I'm pretty sure he was the winner. So he must have done absolutely brilliant. He played in the Durham Challenge Cup. I think it was both times for it. I only went to Dunstan one, and he wasn't bad. I did like the look of him. And he played a few times I think Dunstan he played in pre-season as well. But I think he will be a great addition. He will probably be a player who doesn't get many chances. He'll probably go on loan. I think he will be a player who plays in the Durham Challenge Cup and the FA Trophy, like what happened with Will Constantine. The only reason he came in mainly though was because of all the recalls and the Stephen Ware and everyone going. But I do think Ben Williams will get his chance, but I do think a loan spell will be what he needs first. Unless Rob Elliott decides to give him chances, which I think is very unlikely. Now, outgoings. The only outgoing we have so far, we've obviously got a retain list of players who actually did leave. But Hunter has went to Chester on a free transfer. We wanted to sell him on the retain list. We put him up for transfer. And he's went to Chester in the National League North. So I do wish him the best. He was a brilliant player under Mike Williamson, but just think in terms of his level, I don't think he's much of a National League player. And obviously with us trying to go for promotion, I don't think he'll not get much game time. And I think it is the right decision to sell him on now. Obviously we want him to get game time. It's what you want for a player. You want him to get game time. Right, anyways, new home shirt came out yesterday, and I'll let you guys see it now. Last year it took time to grow on me, and it is gonna stay like that this year. But Patrick got absolutely brilliant with their kit making, and that kit is absolutely brilliant. It's a 50-50 for me though, but it will grow on us eventually, trust us. But yeah, the away kit's yet to be announced, but as of now, I don't know if it will be announced by the time I upload this video, but as of recording, nothing's been announced for the away kit. But yeah, that's that. I do like it, but it will take time to grow on this fully. Now, pre-season, to end this video, we're going to talk about the pre-season fixtures. We've got Hebburn Town, who obviously won their title. They are now in Blythe's division. They are 1 division away from the National League North, believe it or not. That is absolutely unbelievable. Hebburn will be that will be a really hard game. It just depends what team we put out. Obviously, last year we put out pretty much our first team, but I think we'll be saving my team for Sunderland. so I don't think we'll have much of a first team there, and I don't think we'll have two halves with different teams. I think that was because of Mike Williamson, the way he wanted to do it, because he had so many players, obviously a lot of signings, and he had academy players who he wanted to put in. I do think it will just be one team, and I don't think we'll go too strong. There'll be a few academy players in there. I think that's where you'll see Fenton John and Ben Williams against Hebben. So I do see Hebben beating us that game, but it just depends on team we put out. And Sunderland, obviously, we had that last year. We lost 3-1. We were 2-0 up though. But that's a big occasion for the club. Obviously, it's a lot of money coming in. But the prices for the tickets we're having to put very high, because obviously we don't know if we're going to get promoted. Not many people are buying season tickets. But just let you know, I have bought my season ticket. I will be going to all the games, and I'll be doing a lot of away games. Whether we can't get promoted or not, it's all about supporting your team. It's not the players' fault. It's not the club's fault. So why should you just not go to the games? Because it's not their fault. And, you know, we've got players who are coming in and are willing to play for the team, whether we can get promoted or not. So obviously we're going to back them. As if you're a true Gateshead fan, you will back the team. I do get it. It's a lot of money, but yeah, I do get that. So, but we've just got to try to get as many people down as possible to support the team. So hopefully a lot of people will be coming down to the game still. But Blythe Spartans now, Blythe in pre-season now are rivals. They are now in Heben's division. They got relegated from the National League North. They don't really have much of a squad, to be fair. I don't know who they're going to field. But Blythe is a game I can see we're going quite strong in, due to the fact it's been a derby. I can't see that happening. But I do think there'll be a bit of a rotation that game from the Sunderland game, because that is on a Friday. And then the following Wednesday we're playing Middlesbrough, which will be for the first team, because obviously it's a championship side. So for me, Hebben will be a mix of a first team and academy players. Sunderland's first team, Blythe a mixture, but more weaker than Heben's team, I would have said. And then Middlesbrough, full team. And that is only 4 games so far, but I do expect to have another 2. I'll put up 3. We do usually have 6 pre-season fixtures, 6 or 7. But if it's only 4 this year, which I don't think it will be, then that's not that bad. I mean, we've just got to try to get as much money in the lads. But I can't see we're getting another 2. And for me, it will be someone like a National League North side, someone like Darlington, I would have said. Darlington, I think, will be a really good game away from home. And then we'll look for a League 2 side, maybe someone like Bradford at home, someone like that. But yeah, that is something that I can see happening in those 2 games. But let me know what you guys do think of our summer recruitment so far and our summer sort of things that's going on in the club. But do not worry, there will be other stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm sure there'll be more signings in the coming days, and there'll be more pre-season fixtures announced. So don't freak out. Actually, in fact, let me talk about some players who could be departing. Ed Francis to Exeter, apparently that's being talked about. Although Exeter have signed a midfielder, that does not mean it's not going to happen. Greg Ollie, what's the name? Oh, League 2 side. Doncaster, apparently Greg Ollie's got in touch with them. Or apparently Robbie Tinkler's in talks with Hartlepool. And that's just a few. I think there's another one who I'm missing who's in talks with someone. Kenton Richardson, Carlisle, that's not been heard about for a few weeks now, so I don't know what's happening there. But obviously we haven't heard what's happening with Kenton, Grayson or Tinks yet, so we'll see what happens in the coming days. That will all be announced in the coming days, no doubt. It will be all announced before Hebben, which is next Tuesday, because obviously they'll have to announce it, because then if they haven't signed a contract and then all of a sudden they're playing without not even knowing if they have a contract, then that just doesn't make sense. So everything will be announced before next Tuesday, so do be patient, guys, and do trust the process as always. And let me know what you guys do think of this video. Double upload, never been known. Tomorrow I'll try to get a video out, depends on what other news comes out. But my next video, as things stand, will be Saturday for Berkeley Town. They have a pre-season fixture against Morpeth, I believe. And then they're showing the England-Switzerland game on a big screen, which I'll be doing a match reaction for, just like I did for Slovakia. But yeah, do get down there, like and subscribe. There's a lot of things coming on the channel this summer, a lot of collaborations with some footballers, just to keep that a bit private. I'm not going to give much information on that, but I'll see you guys in the next video.